I've added every country in the world into this random generator, and we're going to give it a spin, and then I'm going to build a house based on that country in The Sims 4. So it looks like our random spin is Argentina, so this is going to be a fun one. Argentina is a diverse South American country known for its rich culture, passionate people, and of course, absolutely stunning landscapes. Its capital is Buenos Aires, famous for its vibrant tango scene, European-inspired architecture, and of course its delicious cuisine. It's also very famous for its Malbec wine. Additionally, Argentina is very well known for its very famous soccer team. But of course, we're building a house in The Sims 4 based off of the architecture in Argentina, so let's dive a little bit more into that. Argentinian architecture is a fascinating blend of a variety of different styles influenced by its diverse cultural heritage, immigration history, and of course the regional landscapes. Argentina's architecture bears a very strong European influence, particularly from Spain, Italian, and French styles. In cities like Buenos Aires, you'll find neoclassical, Baroque, and Art Deco buildings reminiscent of European capitals. In some of the older cities, though, you will also find some of the old remnants of colonial architecture dating back to Spanish colonial period. This includes things such as narrow streets, colonial churches, and of course grand plazas. I think that makes them look very unique. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries as well, Buenos Aires experienced a period of rapid growth and prosperity. This of course led to the construction of many elegant buildings in the Art Nouveau and Art Deco styles. There's also a very strong Italian influence, as Italian immigrants played a significant role in the shaping of Argentina's architecture. If you go a little bit further outside of Argentina as well, of course you'll get the countryside, slightly more rural architecture. This includes gorgeous ranches with a simple yet functional design suited to the architectural lifestyle. Of course, Argentina also has a thriving modern architectural scene with innovative designs from both local and international architects. It has many striking examples of contemporary architecture. Overall, Argentinian architecture reflects the country's cultural diversity, history, and evolving urban landscape, making it a fascinating subject for the study of most architects, and I think definitely for this house that I'm building here. Now, to bring some of those things that we just learnt into our actual build, I decided that I was going to go with a bit more of an Italian style in terms of having a pool that actually went from the outside to the inside of our building. I think that this looks really fancy and I actually really like this design. I think I'm going to use it in the future as well. I found this gorgeous picture of an outside area in Argentina where it had black and white tiled flooring, and I think that looked absolutely gorgeous, so I had to include that outside as well. We went with a slightly more European front to our house as well, just because I thought it made it look super grand from the front of the house. On the inside of the house, I decided to go with a bit more of a Spanish design. A lot of the references that I was seeing were a little bit more rustic, but obviously we went with quite a fancy looking outside with our pool, so I wanted to try and make it feel a bit more luxurious. I did definitely want to include a lot of the really bright colours that I think a lot of European and Spanish houses have, so I made sure to add loads of splashes of yellows, blues and reds, mainly to our bedrooms, which I think actually looks super nice, even though I realised that I probably made this house on a slightly too small a lot, and a lot of the rooms are a little bit smaller than I would actually hope them to be. Especially when we have quite a big garden as well. I do like that this entire house though, despite it being a little bit too small, it also gives it a slightly cozy feel, so I actually do quite like the fact that it's a little bit smaller. But if you watch my videos, you know that I do kind of prefer to do smaller builds anyway, but I think that it definitely came out looking still pretty luxurious. I like the fact that we've been able to do a separate dining area. I think that definitely adds to it, and that you can go straight from the dining area to the pool, which I think does feel rather luxurious, because then if you're having guests over, it ends up being a bit more of a party vibe. We were able to fit in quite a few bedrooms as well, as we could fit 3 bedrooms, and I also added an additional ensuite onto one of the bedrooms too. We also have a gorgeous walkway that leads from the end of the corridor upstairs outside, which I added a couple of chairs to at the end so that you could actually sit outside but still be on the first floor of the house. But be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment and let me know what you thought of this build and the final outcome. You can download this on the gallery under Argentinian Family Home. Gallery ID is of course HextraHunt. If you enjoyed this video, the rest of the playlist is on the screen now, where we'll be doing some other random rolls and seeing which countries we get. There is also a recommended video too, so check that one out. And I hope you all have a great evening.